Hi, hello everyone. I believe the day is treating you so far very good, and now this atmosphere is also giving a good belief in that. And I believe like you must be having some plans for the evening to grab a coffee or just go and have a nice walk outside. So happy keeping that thing in mind, and I wish you a very happy weekend in advance itself. So on behalf of Arabian Present, I would like to welcome you all for the today's session. And today we are going to discuss about the unique features of Tally with the customized module what we have developed for the project management. Can everyone put it on mute, please? I'm really sorry, I was on mute. Right. Right. Okay. Once again, I welcome you all for this session. Today, we are going to discuss about the project management, which is again called as a contract management for many of the company. And today, we are going to show the default features of Tally along with the customized module what we have developed. And let me share my screen. So with the heading itself, you can see that we are going to discuss about the project management which in Tally which we have developed. And this is again a module which we have developed by our company, Arabian Present. Before starting this session, I would like to introduce myself. Many of the other attendees, they might be aware of it. So few people, those who are not know me, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kartik. I've been working in Arabian Present for almost 3 years and holding 20 years of experience. I have worked in various sectors of business and I have worked along with a couple of softwares, namely called as Focus, Pact, and the cream is my Tally. That's the thing what I've been associated for long, always like more than a decade I've been associated in with that. So this is how about it, about my personal introduction to all of you. Now, moving further, this is a small description introduction about my company. My company is there almost for 17 years in this industry, and we are one of the certified gold partner for Tally, and we are holding a good number of customers. They're like premium customers, and I would really thank upon them that they are associated with us. And it was our company's mission towards the success of this growth of this organization to contribute many feathers to our satisfied customers. So this is a small description about my company, what I'm presenting upon you. Now moving further, these are the objectives what we are going to discuss today, mainly like the default features of Tally, the inventory, the cost center management, and many of the people, they must be aware of that cost center. There is one unique feature of Tally is there. So we will be talking about that, and very important part is the budget, which every contracting company requires about it. So this is the thing like what we are going to discuss about in our today's webinar, and I believe everyone is excited to know about it. So I would like to just raise your hands and just please give me some enthusiasm to show this project management software in a proper manner, please. I'm just giving you 2 seconds. Please raise your hands, please. Just raise your hands and just tell them that yes, we are excited for this project. I'm waiting for it. Please give me. I'm giving you 2 seconds, please, everyone. I want this enthusiasm to show this project management as much as possible from my side, like into full enthusiasm. Okay. So I believe everyone is liking it and hope you'll enjoy this, and with full enthusiasm, you are going to be part of this particular webinar. Please, just anything is there, we'll have a Q&A session, and there we'll have the interaction. But right now, please everyone be on mute, and very important, your mobile, please keep it on silent for just the next 1 hour. What we are going to do that. This is my personal request to everyone, please. Okay, now moving on. Project management in Tally. What exactly the project management you mean to say? Like, this is a small workflow I have designed over here. Okay, project management is the one of the like, important thing which every contracting company they are looking for, or the project management company is looking for. It can be any kind of project. You can take it like advertising, you can take it as building construction, you can take it of any kind of contract you're working upon, even the IT industry, those who are there into this business. So everyone will have one workflow based on their company policy. Just as per to my experience, I have just jotted down the workflow over here. Like, once you're getting the project confirmation, now what the next steps, what you do is, you will be looking at your BOQs, like what all material you require for that project management, the complete project, what all materials you require. So for that, based on that, you'll be generating the BOQ. And once the BOQ is ready, then what the next process is, whether those materials are available with you or not. For that, we need to raise a material request. Okay, inquiry, and then next, once the material request is been raised, then what next it happens is, then that all the purchase department, everything, they will be going to the suppliers to just send us a quotation so that we can give you the purchase order and all those stuff. It starts. So this is upon the inquiry to the supplier. And very important thing, the comparison, which every company they struggle upon, like all the accounts team, they might be struggling upon, they have to take multiple quotations and then make a comparison for it, and then put it in the system, and then take the approval from your boss, like, okay, this is the best quotation what we have received from XYZ supplier. So for that, you're preparing the comparison sheet. Then once the comparison sheet is done, then the purchase order it starts, followed by purchase entry, then the material is been transferred, and then the consumption is been done. And then after that, the very important thing is the commercial terms, the sales and progressive invoice. There are two types of sales entries. One is the normal sales, wherein, you're just raising a sales entry. There is nothing kind of progressive kind of details you have to mention. And the next sales entry is the progressive invoice, wherein you have to show the customer, like, what is my progress of the project. Okay, so how it happens is, like, then only you are the user, whomsoever is there, the what do you call, the customers, they will be able to understand that this is how my project is progressing. Okay, going to the next slide, very important thing. So now just we assume that we have prepared the BOQs, and that BOQs has to be entered in the system. Once the BOQ is entered, then the entire process is going to start. I believe now I'm going along with the flow of your company, what you are handling it. So it is as per to your requirement, and I believe we are going upon. So now, if you see this particular screen, what you are able to see is the complete customized menus is been developed by our company, are even present. Okay, so this is where the entire flow is going to start. So you can see this budget masters we can create, project masters we can create, and all those, so and so forth, everything is there. Now coming to the payroll and the salesman module, that is again a separate module what we have developed. Payroll is by default there in Tally. Okay, but in that advanced payroll module we have developed, wherein you can register for the request of leave, and everything is there. That webinar we are going to conduct in the next coming sessions. So there we can show you the entire payroll management for the project as per to the contract, and everything you can do that. Okay, so this is how the brief description about the customized menu in front of you, what you are able to see. Going further, as I said, this is the bill of quantity. Okay, This is what every people they might be struggling to get the details. Okay, so once the drawing you get it, you will be doing the tagging and everything, and then you will be taking out the quantity of it, like this much material you require, this all of the material you require against this particular project. Now see, I would like to just highlight you upon, like wherever I have I wanted to show some highlighting thing, I have made a box, so it will be just pointing out your eye directly on the highlighted area. Okay, just for your this thing I'm saying. I believe everyone is with me, and you're liking the session, how the things is going on, and I would like to, like, just once again be with me till last. You will be able to see how the flow of this particular software is going on, and how you can enhance your business more and more, and how you can get your desired results out of with this particular module. So it's going to be very exciting presentation further. So going upon the next comparison sheet. So this is the comparison sheet, what I was talking to you about it. Okay. Now you can see this is the entry level. Okay. Next is the report level. I'll take you through. Excuse me. Now here you see. Here we have taken 3 suppliers. Okay. You might have received like almost 10 suppliers quotation, but from that you will be picking up the 3 least suppliers rates and everything. And based on that, as per to the ISO standard, you need to provide the three suppliers quotations. So keeping that in our mind, we have developed this comparison sheet, and you can see the again what I have highlighted the area over here. Now here down below you see that this is the 30 days is nothing but 30, 45, 60 is nothing but the payment terms. Okay, so this is how, like, how many, what is the payment terms of it, what is the rates of it, and each supplier wise you are able to see that. Okay, now you might be thinking that why I have not shown the delivery period in that. Based on that only you will be deciding it. Yes, we have given the slot for that as well, to even mention the delivery terms also. So it is helping you payment terms and delivery terms. Sometimes it happens like, the rates on a higher side, but since the delivery is quick and as per to the project requirement, you might go for it. So for that, here you go. Okay, so this is the green color thing. You can see the immediate against the LPO, and here you are seeing the 15 days delivery, and it is 60 days delivery. So from here you can take the decision that which supplier you have to go ahead with the to procure the material. Okay, I believe this is what everyone is looking for, and very important thing, like, everyone must be struggling to keep this record. Like in future, whenever you want to keep a record, like last time that supplier in what rate he has given, मैं क्या क्या मैंने कहाँ mention किया था, I don't know that. Okay, so this is where you will be getting a separate record for it, like which supplier, what rates you have got it. And now here you can see the status we have given open. Once the material request from material, this is the comparison sheet. There is a make LPO one button is there. You have to just click on that make LPO button. Okay, so once you just click on that make LPO button, the purchase order is been raised to the desired supplier, and you can mark this particular comparison sheet as closed. If it is still open, you can keep it open. Every time you will be able to see the comparison reports over here. Okay, so this is how I believe now you must be satisfied. Yes, this solution is also there in the system. So please raise your hand that you like that. Please, everyone raise your hand, please. Just I would like to see like how many people are giving me that likes, please. Everyone, please raise your hands, please. Jasmine sir, Tausin, Salim sir, please just share your comments, please. To other attendees also, please just tell me how are you liking this session. Guys, come on, please. Fine. I believe everyone is on the track. Now let's go for the next slide, right? Okay. So now from here the comparison sheet has been raised. Okay. So now once the comparison sheet has been raised, the next what is happening? You're raising a purchase order. We assume that we have raised the purchase order, and we are going to the next session, the purchase entry after goods receipt note. Okay. So the next screen, what you're seeing over here is the purchase entry. Okay, the inventory wise purchase entry. Okay, perfect. Now here, one important thing, if you see, now most of the customers and most of the users, they are asking like, how can I pass the purchase entry for the multiple projects? Because you being a contracting company, you might be either you might be purchasing from one for one particular project, or you might be consolidating the multiple projects requirement and then raising one purchase order, because it is easy for the supplier also to send you the material against one purchase order. So he might be requesting, भाई मुझे एक ही purchase order दो, आप मुझे multiple purchase order मत दो. So for that, what you are doing is you are raising a single purchase order and you are sending it to him. Now the next challenge what comes to you is like, how will I pass the entry for multiple purchase orders into one purchase entry? Now here you go. Now see, now this material what you are seeing, the inventory items what you're seeing, below that I have assigned the projects. Okay, and even in the same screen you can select for different location. Okay, that means that different location means like if you have a main location or the project location. So in this screen itself you can select multiple location and even the multiple projects. Now you can see this project 1, project 2. These are the two projects I'm linking this particular purchase. So automatically the values are being pushed to that particular purchase order. Okay, so this is where your expenses are being allocated from one order to another order. You can just assign it in one entry itself. You can do that. And down below you can see that in the narration you are able to, it is automatically mentioning that this particular purchase order has been raised against which comparison. So from anywhere you can track your history of the entry or your history of your transactions and everything. Okay, moving on. The next important thing, like I believe now here what I assume that the purchase order has been raised, purchase invoice has been raised, the material is been issued to the site or it has been issued to the production department, and the material is manufactured. Once the material is manufactured, it is ready for dispatch or ready to be delivered. So once it is delivered, now here what is happening is, now if it is a project contract example, let us take it as a ducting company. Okay, in the ducting company or the construction company, wherever it is, so there they'll be willing to raise the entries with the progressive way, or like some customers they are using the default tally progressive entries. So here you go, you can see this entries, like how you can pass the default entry in tally, you can pass the progressive invoice. But here one challenge you are going to face, you won't be able to see what is the previous value you have raised to him, what is the accumulated value of this particular project. You are now in front of you, the screen what you are able to see, it is only the current invoicing value. Okay, right, this is what you guys wanted, right? That you want to see that how I can raise the cumulative one, previous one, and the current one, how you guys are gonna raise that. So this is the challenge which everyone is gonna face that. So here we are at your service. So next screen, what I'm gonna show you is the default tallies screen. Now you can see here, this it is just giving you a brief description. Okay, so you can see how the default tallies printout is looking like. Okay, now moving further, the next screen is your progressive invoice, which we have developed as a Arabian present as whole. Okay, now I have shown you the comparison over here. Okay, so now if you see, this is the comparison you are able to see here. Now this is the cumulative figure, this is the previous figure, and this is the current one. Okay, and down below you can see the retention and advance what you have collected. Like my colleague Mr. Vaishaki has already said that many of the people, they are asking for this particular feature to be shown, like how we can adjust the advance entry in the progressive invoice. Here you will be able to show the progressive invoice. In the progressive invoice, how much is the advance you have collected till now, how much is the previous advance you have collected, and what is the current advance you have collected. And now Arabian Crescent is working upon the alerts for this particular retention. Now the biggest challenge what everyone faces, today I'm there in this particular position, maybe I might be transferred to some other department, or I might change my company. So what is happening with this retention? Okay, that might be the big challenge you guys might be facing. Like, how will I remember every time you can't go? If suppose I don't have the balance sheet access, then or retention ledgers access, what will happen? How will I get the alert that Baba, this paisa I have to get it, this money I have to get, right? This challenge everyone must be facing it. I believe everyone must be facing, right? So for that, we are working upon this retention alerts. So when you pass the entry, there we are going to give one field to put the date of the retention. So exactly on that date, you will be getting a pop-up in the system. Maybe it is 2 years or 3 years. System will remember. You don't need to remember. Okay. So this is how, like I always say in my demo, like, a person shouldn't work. If we have brought a system, the system should work. Okay. So it's not like, the owner has to remember or the managers has to remember. The system is giving you that alert. But this, on this date, this money is supposed to be claimed. For that, what next you have to do? You can take the steps as per to that. Okay. So this is how about the progressive invoice and comparison between the default one and the progressive invoice. Okay. Now, one more question, one more challenge everyone must be facing. These are the 3 scenarios what I have jotted down. Okay. In the first scenario, if we discuss upon, this is the retention is taxable, advance is non-taxable. Okay. So these kind of scenarios also can be done through default tally. Okay. So this, everyone must be facing this challenge. Few customers have shown them this this particular options wherein they can take care of these scenarios. These 3 scenarios what I have shown. You can always see that. Again, the next scenario is retention is non-taxable, advance is taxable. Third scenario is both are taxable. Okay, so it all depends upon your company's policy, or as per to your auditor what he suggests you. And next, last but not the least, customer is the boss, what he wants. Okay, so we have to give as per to the customer's requirement this thing. I believe up till here I'm going with the flow and with the presentation what I have shown here. Okay, perfect. Now the next screen, as you saw the purchase thing, like allocation of expenses, another challenge which everyone must be facing, that is the allocation of the expenses. Okay, the ideal example, if we take the petty cash expenses. So you are putting a petrol, but you want to allocate into different sites. You are giving food to your staff. You want to allocate that for food expenses into different particular projects. So here you go. You can see this particular thing. You can allocate the expenses to that particular project. Okay. So what is happening is, like, that particular expense, say for instance, 1,550 is the expenses I have put. So that particular expenses based upon you, like how you want to bifurcate that value, you can do that. I have not shown here the VAT thing. Yes, you can even mention the VAT, and the VAT will be calculated from the payment voucher. Okay, VAT is a different thing, but since we are discussing upon that, let me even tell that part also. All you have to do is on the top, you have to just mention the reference number, the invoice number of the document what you have. Just mention that, put the date, and as soon as you select the cash, the mode of payment, cash, one screen will pop up, the supplementary detail will pop up. There, all you have to do is only you have to mention the supplier's name. Okay, and then the TRN number and everything automatically in the VAT report. When you go, though we are selecting the cash ledger, but in the VAT report you will be getting the details, like from where did you purchase this material, what is the invoice number, what is the TRN number. So this everyone is facing this challenge that how can we honor the cash entries along with the VAT in the payment voucher. Okay, so this is another procedure. You can just go into the purchase and from there also you can do that. But right now Tally has given you this option that wherein you can use the payment voucher also for honoring your VAT reports, VAT entries, and based on that the VAT reports will be generated. Okay, now until now I have discussed like how to allocate the expenses and everything. Then further you would love to see the reports, right? So you will feel that like how the reports are getting generated, whether my entries are correct or not, whether the project is showing the profit or not. Okay, like a company as a whole, like you being a manager or you being the owner of the company or you being the head of the department. So what happens is like when you're taking some report to your managerial level or to the owner level, you cannot go with the bifurcation, expenses how much, income how much. They require only the bullet points. This particular project, how much is my expenses I'm doing, how much is the sales I'm doing, and what is the profit. So they are just concerned about the bullet points unless until they require the details of it. Okay, so you can always carry two reports with you. One is the summarized report. This report is nothing but the cost category breakup. Okay, and one more thing. You might be having many contracts with many customers. So that particular customer, they must have honored you different projects, different projects they must have provided to you. Okay, so now in this particular cost category, you can see customer wise profitability also. Okay, so what I have done, I have linked the customer, that is customer one is nothing but your customer. Okay, it can be anything. I just mentioned customer one, and in that particular customer I have linked the projects also. So you will be able to see from that particular project, that particular customer, project wise what is happening. Okay, in a summary way you can see that, right? Perfect. Now something, now you might be even willing to see that particular project. I want to see the comparison. Last project, what rate I have got, how much profit I made with my current project. Okay, so here we go. This everyone will like it. I tell you, everyone will like this one. And it's a bingo report what Tally is providing to you. Cost center breakup. But default cost center breakup, if you go, it will show only one cost center, right? So here what is happening is in this comparison sheet, you are able to, you can compare the two different projects. It can be with two different customers. It can be between the same customer with two different projects, or same customer with previous project and the current project. It can be any kind of scenario you want to see the profitability. So you can from here, like example, like customer one and customer two, which particular customer, which particular project from that particular customer is giving benefit, you can see from this. Okay, like you might be having Dubai Marina, you might be having some Dubai Mall, some project you might be having, but the customer, both the customer is different, but you just want to see like which project is giving you more profit. So here you can see this particular screen. You can compare the two different projects from two different customers, or same customer, or the same customer, old project with the current project. Perfect. So this is where you can see the comparison. Perfect. Now another thing which every customers are facing, that is a salary allocation and wages allocation. Again, the same thing what I have highlighted over here. You can see the salary cost, whatever is there, or the wages cost, whatever is there. You can assign it project wise also. Okay, right? Now you are happy that this is possible in Tally, because everyone feels that in Tally that is not possible because payroll is different. How will we pass the entry and all the stuff? But here you go. Here you can just mention, you can allocate the salary between two different projects. Perfect. So now this salary is coming in the indirect expenses. Same thing if you make one entry for the direct expenses, you can do that. So that goes into direct expenses, it will go into the wages. In indirect expenses, it goes into cost, salary cost. Perfect. So this is how I have summarized the entire comparison and salary allocations and everything, right? Up till now, I believe everyone is there with me, and just please share, raise your hands, and you're liking it. Please share your hands, please. I want everyone just to share, raise your hands, and just tell that how the things are going on, please. I'm giving you just 2 seconds. Please raise your hands, please, everyone. Right. Please go on. Please go on, sir. Everyone, we are waiting. Please raise your hands. Please raise your hands. You like it? Just at least raise a thumbs up button. That will raise a thumbs up button.
Kartik, where is this thumbs up button, man?
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for your at least voice message also is thank you for me. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. At least one person he said. Thanks a lot. Just down below, if you see everyone, there is one small smiley button is there. Just if you click on it, you can just express your thoughts over there. Perfect. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tausin. Thank you. Perfect. Right. Here, the entire projects, you can say, like, the Shahenshah budget. Okay. So the budget which everyone is looking after, struggling for it, how we can get the budget for the project wise, where the project is standing, whether I am okay or not, whether I'm making profit or not, or like how it is there. You might not be. Thank you, Salim sir. Thank you. So these all things from here, you can see what is the budget, what is the actual, and what is the variance of it. Okay. Now here you can see this is the sales and all the expenses are there, expenses, income, everything is there on your left hand side. And the first column, what you are seeing here is the budget report. Okay. And the next column is the actuals. Actuals means how much you are passing the sales entry, expenses, purchase, and everything will come into actuals. That's the reason Tally has given the word as an actuals. Okay, perfect. Now the next screen is about the variances. Perfect. So now in Tally, it comes all in one report itself. Since it's a big vertical report, I have split into two different screens. So you can just but in Tally, you can just, if you want to go to the right side, you have to press the right arrow key button, and if you want to come to the left side, you have to press the left side button. So in one screen itself, you can see the budget versus variances. You can see that. Okay, so this is, I believe, like here everyone must be feeling this challenge to where to keep the budget, how to see whether the profit is happening or not, and what is the percentage of profit I'm making, what is the percentage of expenses I'm doing. Okay, so you can see besides the each line items, you are able to see the percentage in the expenses as well as the income side also. Okay, and same on the variances side, you can see the differences. Perfect. So now now you can see whether the project it is there in your hands or not. Everything is there. Perfect. So now in this particular, the entire flow is there of the project, how the project is going on, and how whether it is giving you profit or not, or whether you're losing the hands on it or not. That you must be happy with this report. Perfect. Right. Now the same thing, one report what we have developed. I should say thanks to my customization team that they have developed this particular menu and this report also. You can have a estimated profit also. Okay, one important point what I missed here, let me take you to that screen. There is a allocation of this one is there. You can see this budgets. Okay, this budgets, you can see that Okay, so this particular blue part is there. This is the budget thing which we are linking now, where we are going to the budget report. This budget report, this particular menu, we are linking it. You can set your budget ledgers. This one, sir, it's for you. Okay, so this is the thing, like, you can just create your budget ledgers, and based on that budget ledgers, this estimation report, you are gonna get it. Okay, so now this particular estimation report, what it helps you is, like, when I'm taking this particular project, how the things are going on, what will be my estimated profit. Okay, now on the right hand side, you can see what is the start date of the project, what is the expected finishing date of the project. These all parameters we have given in the project masters, separate fields, wherein you can mention what is the start date of my project, what is the expected finishing date of my project, and what is the actual finishing date of my project. Okay, that goes once the project is completed, you can just go and mention the finishing date of the project. That's our party time. Okay, and when the project is finished, yes, that time you can say, ah, okay, now yes, we have completed the project, and that's our party time. Okay, so this is how you can just mention all your data over here, and down below the budget ledgers. Okay, the budget ledgers, what you are seeing over here, these are the budget ledgers, and based on the budget ledgers, you can get the estimated cost, like against that, how much orders you have raised, and how much material you have received, and what pending is there, what is the difference is there. Based on that, you're getting the profit. Okay, this is the estimated profit screen. Perfect. So moving on, next screen, this is how you can see that, right? So just as I said before, this report is your project report. Okay, wherein you will be able to see the every fields. You'll be able to see what is the start date of my project, what is the expected finishing date of my project, and what is my actual date. Okay, and this status you are able to see. Okay, this is open status or closed status. So once the project is complete, you can always go and change the status of this particular project. So that means our party is over. Okay, so that's where that particular project says that the party is over. And next, you will be able to see a brief description about this, like what is the project value, what is the invoice value, and all blah blah everything. And the very important part, we can't forget the retention, because that amount is there with our customer, which we have to get it back after the retention period. Okay, so you will be able to see the retention values also in the retention column. Perfect. So I believe up till now you're satisfied that yes, it is giving me the desired things what I'm looking for, or my organization is looking for, or my project is looking for, whether the project is giving me the profit or not, or whether the project is giving me some things where I need my personal intervention and just check this all the things what I have to take care. Say for instance, the material procurement is happening more, or the workers, they are being assigned more. So like, these all things will affect your project. Like if your operating expenses are going high, so the project is going on a higher side or lower side. You can see that. Okay, so this is just a brief summary for you.